Hi everyone, it's Mark from Bond Oxman Phillips. I prepared a 5-minute video of my top 5 things to prepare your home for sale. Please have a watch, let me know what you think, it'd be great to hear from you. Thank you. Thanks for tuning in today and watching this video. It's something I've put together about how to prepare your home for sale. It's something I think is quite often overlooked, but equally very important about getting right about when you're looking to put your property on the market. So I wanted to go through my top 5 things today about how I think you should prepare your home and when you should be ready to put it on the market. So to start off with, I think number 1 is all the odd jobs around your home. Now these can vary from loose ends of carpets, it can be the holes in the walls from old previous pictures that you had, it can also be maybe something that you had a water leak and you've never got round to redecorating that area. Now I think this is very important. I think first impressions for buyers to walk in, they will most definitely pick it up and their surveyor will also. So by all those things being right and tip top, I think it's something that is very important for the first impressions and give a good impression for the buyer. The second thing, which is something that we have all heard about, is decluttering. Now I do not mean to go full hog and take everything out of rooms, which we have seen in the past. I think just decluttering, making the rooms feel nice and spacious, making sure that they're nice and light, making sure that they're not overcrowded with belongings, so it's easy for your viewers to walk around the home and get a good feeling of the space. Something I think is, if you can, is try and create as much natural light. So if you do have dark carpets or dark paint on the walls, it could be something you might want to consider about re-lightening those up with some paler colours, which I think will give a better impression on a viewing. Number 3, I think what you need to ask yourself is when was the last time you updated your property? Now if you can look around areas and think you haven't touched those for 15, maybe 20 years, then these are areas that I would look to address. Now the 2 big things are obviously kitchen and bathrooms, because your buyers will definitely come in, if they've seen that it's not been updated for that time, they will try to negotiate the sale price with you. Now this is fine if you're happy to market the property as it is and allow someone to put their stamp on it, but if you do want that top premium price, then there are 2 areas that I think that should be considered. Now they do come at quite a high cost, so not everybody can look to do that, but I think you should suspect that people will try and negotiate if they feel that those things need replacing. Number 4, and again something that we've all heard about, is curb appeal. Curb appeal is the most important thing I feel for people when they're driving by, which a lot of our buyers do these days after seeing your property listed online. Not to mention with editing photos and things like that these days, I think getting the outside, the front, the main picture that people will see first needs to be right. That's looking at cutting your lawns and maybe even mean painting the outside of the house first as well. This will really help with the first impression for people to see it. They will feel that it's been well tended, it's been looked after, and they'll be much more invited in to come and see those homes. So do get out there, cut the grass when you can, finish all those little loose ends and make sure that you can sort of give that good first impression. And number 5, which is arguably the most important, is picking the right estate agent. Now me personally, I would advise you get at least 2, maybe 3 estate agents to come out and see you. Now something I would also consider is get them out early. Get them out seeing before you start doing all these things. Asking their advice. They will be willing to tell you what sorts of things you should be doing and what you do not need to worry about. It is important that you also ask questions about how they'll be looking to market your property. Will they be putting it on Rightmove or Zoopla? Will they be using social media these days, which is another big platform to reach out to new buyers? Are they telling people in the street that your property has been listed? There's quite often statistics out there that to show that quite a lot of buyers come from people that's seen the board or their friends that want to live in the same area, and the word of mouth gets out and gets across. Now these are all very important things, and also something else that's overlooked is communication. With your agent should be giving you same day feedback on your viewings. They should be telling you what people are thinking on your home. If there are things that keep coming up time and time again, then why not look at addressing those or resolving those problems so they can't be facing a block later on in the marketing of your home. So having a good communication with your agent I think is key. I think it's something that you need to be speaking to them a lot about. They need to be keeping you up to date with the market. They need to be making you aware of what things are on the market in your area, what your competition is, and what buyers are obviously thinking. Now these are my top 5 things, these are some things that I think are really important, but what I would like to know is what you think. What do you think is most important ready to prepare your home? And what's most important, a question I'd like to ask, is do you find it's most important to choose an agent based on a fee, or do you go by who gives you the highest price? I'd love to know. Perhaps give me a comment at the bottom of this, let me know what you think, or send me a message with any questions that you might have. I'll be more than happy to answer. Thank you for watching, and I'll hope to hear from you soon. Cheers.